So we are in game. This is Reunited versus Flat Earth, and yeah, I don't really know what to expect here. I mean, Reunited, since they're, they have a very high ceiling and very low floor, I could see them taking the series 3-0. I could see it being going all the way to 5, being a long slog for both teams. I don't even know, Hex.
I can see it going 3-0 the other way. I mean, because we've bashed Reunited for their inconsistency, that, if they start losing, they could keep losing. But I think Reunited is going to take this one. They ran roughshod through the upper side of the bracket, just kind of a melee in our side of the bracket with teams rising and falling seemingly every round. But regardless, it should be really interesting. We're definitely going to 3, might be going to 5, and yeah, that's. I don't know.
If you think about it, I think Flat Earth went 2-0 in all of their games as well, so definitely not to take anything away from them, because they effectively did the same thing to the bottom side of the bracket that Reunited did to the top side of the bracket.
Yeah, and Flat Earth, if you're just joining us, is going to be anchored by the Symmetra on defense, which they've been running most of the time, giving everyone shields, getting that teleporter up. That's going to be played by Vonethil. Outsider is going to be playing Soldier 76. Lynx has been doing work on mostly the assassins. He's choosing to play Genji this game. Dracaeus almost single-handedly won Hollywood with Earth Shatters. He'll be playing Reinhardt. Koa has been consistent on Lucio. Artier has been wrecking as McCree, so that is the Flat Earth roster on defense.
Yeah, well, speaking of McCree's, Valtaha is going to be repping the McCree for the Reunited roster. Winghaven on Reinhardt, Morte on Zenyatta. Too Easy on the offensive Widow, Bromas on Lucio, and Unfixed on Zarya. So I love seeing the offensive Widow play. It's one of the more exciting things to watch early on Overwatch, because so much can be set by just a few shots early on.
Yeah, and some good vantage point for an offensive Widow, too. Unfixed draws first blood on Zarya killing Lynx, and that's really going to hurt the defensive power to kill people here. Lynx going down early.
Yeah, I mean, Lynx, I think, just went a little bit too quickly there, and it's going to hurt them, because that was going to be before the Widow got a chance to go for picks, and Widow very close to getting 76, not quite able to get it, but with Genji being down, Reunited is just able to go forward here.
Yeah, what Widow really does is not only get picks, but put the fear of God in you. And speaking of, she gets a pick right there on Koa, so the Lucio down, a lot of kills coming in really quick for Reunited. And right now, Flat Earth is on the back foot, and they're in the back lines trying to get something done, but this card is moving very quickly. This is a very quick first capture.
Yeah, and I mean, Genji is hardly in good health here. He has a Discord orb on him, so really, he can die in one of many ways, and really, Reunited is just rolling on the cart. They take the first payload first point very quickly.
Yeah, we saw Vonethil suicide in there so he can get off of the Symmetra. The Symmetra did absolutely nothing. He's actually staying on the Symmetra because the ultimate is up. Nope, does switch out actually with a full ultimate up onto a Zenyatta.
Yeah, and I mean, Reunited has basically been moving the cart non-stop since the very beginning, and really, Flat Earth has to think of something here to sort of like regroup and solidify right now, because they have anything they've done right now has not worked.
Yeah, High Noon comes off in kind of a strange spot. Like, he's looking for that huge flank was volatile. He does take out his counterpart in Artier, so the McCree down for defense. Lynx going absolutely ham on the backline as Genji able to take out his counterpart in Too Easy.
Yeah, but Reunited is stumbling forward, and Volta, not to underestimate, but Lynx will take him down with the orb on him. He actually has both orbs. He has a Discord orb and a Harmony orb on him. So
he's very confused Zen-wise.
He will, however, bring out the Dragon Blade. Doesn't even care about having the Discord orb on him, but he's gonna have to reflect his orb back out. But he kills Too Easy with the reflect. Nice stuff coming out from Lynx there.
Yeah, and finally the defense has a stable position to hold to. They finally stemmed the push of the cart, and they're in a really solid position now. They got 4 ultimates up, some good defensive ultimates as well.
And taking a look at Dracaeus here. Dracaeus does have Earth Shatter up. We've seen, again, good Earth Shatters from him most of the day. Let's see what he can do here to sort of help another defensive hold against Reunite, because really, at this point, Flat Earth needs to buy some time.
Yeah, after giving up that first point so quickly, they almost need to hold a full-on defense.
Nice Graviton Surge coming out from Fix, but they lost Zenyatta and all that, so both teams really taking some shots, but I think this is going to go the way of Reunited, and they're going to get more card progress here, Hex.
Yeah, and I mean, as far as that defense went, they held briefly for a moment off the back of a couple of really nice picks. Although the offense had to use a lot of their ultimates to get in this position, they aren't going to be able to push unmitigated towards this second point here. So kind of stalled out. It's going to be another huge fight to over this second point.
Yep. We do see Zarya coming out with the Graviton Surge, but we sort of see a Deadeye coming out from the middle of it and working out. And Lynx gets taken out right as he goes for Dragon Blade, so that was not ideal for him. And both teams sort of brawling it out on the point here. Artier versus Voltaha. R-Tier, though, in trouble, has the Discord arm. It doesn't matter. He's able to take out Volta, and R-Tier fanning the hammer and just getting some work done. That is a triple kill for R-Tier.
Yeah, and this Zenyatta should be cleaned up too. He's got the Discord on him. He does get Ghostbuster beamed down by the Zarya. It was a great transcendence by Reunited Zenyatta. Kept them alive through that ultimate, but it simply wasn't enough to keep them alive through the rest of the fight as R-Tier went absolutely ham on McCree.
Now take a look, 2EZ. Will be 2EZ be able to get pick here with the Pulse Bomb. Pulse Bomb, very, very powerful if it sticks, but one of the harder ultimates to land in the game, so a lot riding on 2EZ's ability to get a stick here. He's waiting, he's a little bit further back, he's waiting for the rest of Reunited to get over here, and hey, you know, he could stick this Genji with the orb. It's risky, but that is definitely a thing.
The switch on the Tracer is because it's one of those odd cases where actually 2EZ was outclassed on Genji. Lynx got the better of him a couple times, so he felt that he may need to choose a different hero. The Tracer is a good pick against a counter Genji, and also the Pulse Bomb with that utility, but it's odd to see 2EZ get out Genji'd, which he has today.
Yeah, well, he just got taken out by R-Tier, so 2EZ not able to get value there, and really, we're seeing a big stabilization in the Flat Earth defense here. They've found their groove. But Volta and Morte able to pick up a pair of kills, and this is going to help their push forward.
Big Earth Shatter by Dracaeus gets one kill and pushes the Reinhardt out of position. Valutaya alone on the cart with Unfixed. They are going to actually reinforce this with their tanks that are up, and they're going to get the second point.
Yep, they're going to get the second point. Maybe, yeah, I was going to say.
Lynx getting really aggressive there. Oh, and I do not like this. Vonethil coming in to try to save it with a Transcendence. We've seen Transcendences used willy-nilly. He gets pushed out immediately by Winghaven there.
Yep, they do add another 2 minutes onto the clock. 4:56 total from point 2 to point 3. And now they have about 5 minutes total to try and capture this last point.
Yeah, 2EZ again switching characters. Now he's on the Pharah. He's got the orb. I love Pharah on this final point of Dorado. It's a great entrance over the left side, really holding that high ground. I really do not like the Transcendence that came out. We've seen a lot of Transcendence wasted today. Vonethil maybe trying to stall off the point, ends up burning that ultimate, which is a huge defensive ultimate. It's going to be down for a while now.
Yeah, one thing that I think is going to hurt 2EZ here, though, is that if he gets Discord orbed, I mean, he can't really go up. He's just going to get wrecked by Genji every time. I feel like the rise of Zenyatta has sort of led to somewhat of a fall in Pharah play.
Yeah, fall in Pharah play in general because of the rise of the hit scan heroes have been so easy to take her out. But she does have an aerial barrage ready.
Yep, aerial barrage is up. Barrage comes down, going to take out Dracaeus, takes out R-Tier. So 2EZ still able to get some value, even though he gets sliced down by Lynx in the end. This is very much a trade in Reunited's favor, and they are rolling the cart forward.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that barrage was used defensively. Her team got Graviton Surge, and what she did is use that barrage to zone everyone out and make sure that they can't deal the follow-up damage on the Graviton. And this card is really moving towards final S. If they get a wipe here, this is absolutely game.
Yeah, this is looking really, really good. Volta on top of the cart, backs up for the Deadeye. Not really able to get too many targets in this, but he does get the Reinhardt at the very last second. Does trade out as Zenyatta gets him. But really getting pretty scrappy here, as you like saying. 2EZ though, look at, he's raining rockets from above, does take out the Zenyatta. Will he get the Lucio? No, he gets taken out by R-Tier. R-Tier being the backbone of the Flat Earth defense.
Yeah,
right
these
now.
supports got to try to get out of here with each other. Unfixed and Bromas are able to get out. The Earth Shatter from Winghaven absolutely whiffed on 4 targets.
Yeah, so that's unfortunate. For Winghaven, well, not Winghaven, but just Reinhardt in general, you need to at least like 1 or 2 targets with the Earth Shadow to at least set things up for your team.
Yeah, he missed all 4. Earth Shadow can be weird on this final point because of the ramps and everything. The way the physics work can be unpredictable, but I think he had everyone on flat ground and pretty much just missed it. They did narrow the cone of Earth Shatter as Beta went back online.
I remember the old Earth Shatter back in Beta 1 where you Earth Shatter and you just killed an entire team for free, regardless of where they were standing.
Pretty much.
It had the most ridiculous range ever.
Yeah. So right
And did
now,
100 damage.
offensively, they do have the Zarya ult up, but only support ults to combo with that, so they're going to probably just be trying to poke until they get their ultimate synergies up and try to stay alive and really rush in with maybe a 4 and 5 person ultimate combination.
Oh, look at Unfixed. Unfixed is almost fully charged Zarya. She's got to be dropping an ultimate anytime here. There's the Graviton Surge. But a Transcendence is going to come up and pretty much nullify most of that ultimate.
Yeah, kind of a panic ultimate of the Graviton Surge. I don't think she absolutely wanted to use it then. A good patience, though, from 2EZ, holding off on that barrage until most of the Transcendence was used.
they have Transcendental, the other team doesn't. They're just going to use it to push forward. We do have a Dragon Blade coming out from Lynx, but he gets taken out very quickly. And Reunited is almost certainly about to cap this point and set a pretty decent Dorado time.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, even getting to last on Dorado can be a feat. I really like what Too Easy did there. We've seen Pharahs in the last couple of days maybe fall out of the meta, but they've been playing so much more patiently. They're not the big damage dealers anymore. They've really found their roles as finishers in fights, and it's been really fun to watch. Yeah, it's Volatalia just doing Volatalia stuff.
Volatility's just been very, very effective in general as a McCree. We sort of have this like tier of really good McCrees that I've been seeing on different teams that have really been making their mark on the scene thus far.
It seems to be like if I was going to start a team right now, I would try to find the best McCree and then build around it, because he seems to be able to be in every composition. He's good on every map, and his ultimate is game changing, and his consistent damage is so high up there that he's the core of a team. So we talk about, you know, Reinhardt's and Lucio's as the core of the team, and they are, because supports and tanks have to be in. They really affect the pacing of the game. But if you want the one damage dealer, and I could sign the best Genji, the best Soldier 76, or the best McCree, I'd go McCree every day of the week.
Yep. So we are switching sides here. The time to beat is going to be 8:22. So definitely a beatable time, but Reunited usually has pretty good defense in this, and I think Flat Earth will have their work cut out for them.
Yeah, Lynx was, you know, really good on his Genji last game. So much so that he forced Too Easy off the Genji. It seemed like Too Easy wanted to roll with it, but he lost a couple one-on-ones, Genji v Genji, and that was enough to make him switch off heroes. He was Tracer for a little bit, a good Pharah play at the end too, but Too Easy definitely versatile in the heroes that he can pick. And look at this, we might see a Roadhog again, this time run by Reunited.
Yeah, I mean, interesting. So we'll see another Roadhog coming out, potentially. Wait.
Maybe.
I think they switched. It looks like they've switched off it.
But even running a Roadhog against Flat Earth, maybe not the best idea, as they show they could deal with Roadhog pretty well during that SG1 set.
Yeah, but interesting stuff coming out looking at the Reunited defense here. They're going to have Too Easy on Pharah, Morte on Zenyatta, Unfixed on the Symmetra, Bromas on Lucio, Winghaven on Reinhardt, and Volta on the Soldier, but again, Too Easy repping the Pharah.
Yeah, Pharah's really strong on this map, just because there's so much high ground flanks actually. Too.
No, never mind.
See,
he went to Reaper. Wait, he's going to a Soldier.
Who knows what he's going to be? Too Easy's going to play a class that kills people. I can tell you that much for sure.
You know, that's a safe bet, just in general.
Well, Unfixed is going to be on the Symmetra here, and I doubt that's going to be changing because these turrets are set up. These turrets under the arch is huge. Now, we saw that the Symmetra for Flat Earth got absolutely no value. The sentries didn't hit anyone. She didn't do enough spam to get her teleporter up, and eventually just had to suicide in. So that's a 0-1 KDR with no teleporter and no value. Reunited, of course, is going to hope to get much more value out of their Symmetra.
Yep, absolutely. So we're seeing a lot of poke from the 76 and the McCree behind the Reinhardt shield. And we've seen this defensive spot from Reunite for a really long time, going all the way back to Beta 1. They really like holding at this part of Dorado.
Yeah, Dracaeus and Lynx both trying to take flanks. They both got discorded and taken out. A little too greedy and a little too split up from their team, and look how aggressive this defense is holding.
Yeah, they are doing really, really well here, and really, it's sort of back to the drawing board for Flat Earth. They need to regroup and give it another shot.
Volatalia and the sniper perch, because McCree is pretty much a sniper without a scope. We have 76 going below and behind. We'll see if he gets the flank on the team.
Seeing a little bit of poke coming in from Lynx. Good deflections there. Has to be careful in going in just because of all the different Symmetra turrets that are there. If he walks through this threshold.
Below and behind does pick off Zenyatta in the back lines. That signals Dracaeus to come in and try to clean up too. Lynx also filling into this fight, and it becomes really a big brawl back here. Lynx finally taken out. Outsider still alive though, and Artier and Outsider combined to kill Winghaven. A lot of kills going on in this back left corner.
Yeah, you see Outsider right now doing a lot of work though. Too Easy staying in there, gets 2 kills of his own, so a little bit of clutch play from Too Easy there, sort of keeping Reunite in, and he's in a big Soldier v Soldier duel, and he goes down, but rockets Outsider at the same time, so kind of big heroics coming out from Too Easy.
Yeah, meanwhile, while this fight was going on, the cart did move through the archway, and they are trying to make some progress on it. The Winston shields are out, the cart's moving forward, Symmetra shielding everyone, but I don't see a teleporter up just yet.
Nope, not just then. I've been really impressed by this defensive Reunited. They're buying themselves a lot of time here. Because remember, Reunited just flew through this first point on their attack run.
Reunited is actually making them, they're forcing them into some odd decisions. The Soldier 76 flank is not something you see. He did get some good value out of it. Outsider actually playing really well on 76 right now.
Yep, from the back, Lynx and Outsider do get 2 picks off. Lynx with the 3rd, so Reunite now down 3 people, but not without the casualties on the attacking side. Flat Earth does lose Lynx, so a little bit back and forth.
Yeah, offense making some progress here. They do have 4 of their ultimates up, and most of them are the support ultimates up for Lucio, being a hugely important push if they need to try to break this defense. Here comes the defensive sound barrier, though.
Sound barrier is up for everyone here, pretty much. Flashbang goes over the Reinhardt shield to bring it down.
Winghaven redeems himself, hits 4 with the Earth Shatter, forces the Transcendence out on both sides. That Earth Shatter crushes that first push, and now it looks like Flat Earth is a little bit scattered. It's going to depend on who wins these 2v2 fights that are happening around the map.
Yeah, I mean, this is really, it could go either way. Both teams down a few players. It sort of evolved into like 2v2s in the end. And while Flat Earth is getting some push here, they're not getting it cleanly, and time is just going off the clock. Hex.
Yeah, apparently that teleporter never went up. She died, so we have a switch off from the Symmetra to a Zenyatta into the composition. But both Symmetras absolutely failing to defend this first point.
Yep, so both teams still giving their best shots at each other, but really Flat Earth finding themselves a little bit stymied here.
Winghaven absolutely mad. He missed his last Earth Shatter on the last point here. He's going crazy ham. He's hitting big Earth Shatters. He does go down eventually, and that's going to open up some space for Dracaeus to push in his Reinhardt on the cart with support of Lucio.
Yeah, Dracaeus is moving up. He still has his Earth Shatter as well. He's just going to use it to get rid of Too Easy, getting rid of the problem, charges him into the wall. A lot of resources used to kill Too Easy, but potentially worth it as they need to get to this checkpoint.
Yeah, the offensive sound barrier came on too. Just make sure they secure these kills and secure this cart. And I think the cart has reached the payload. The door is opening, and so that is going to enter stage 2 of the map. Some good kills there.
Yep, stage 2 of the map is being entered, but Flat Earth only with 4.5 minutes here. And again, that's not impossible to bring it to the end, but they have a long way to go, Hex.
No, the last point can be stalled up pretty easily. They need to keep some constant pressure on this card. I'm surprised they're moving a little further forward. We do have Lynx up top trying to get a little bit of a flank on. He's spotted out pretty quickly, though.
He does still have his Dragon Blade, and he takes out Too Easy. That's a really big pick for Lynx. And now Lynx, he's just going to need to move over a little bit, activate Dragon Blade, and potentially go in. This is sort of the Genji flowchart, if you will.
Yeah, Outsider's playing a really strange 76.
No. That is not part of the flowchart. He dies from a long-range Reaper shot. Don't see that too often, but down he goes. Volta unfixed, able to sort of do some cleanup here.
Yeah, Outsider on his 76 is playing a flank style that I haven't seen out of the Soldier before, and he's getting a lot of crucial picks in the backline. He's actually backlining 76 and trying to take out support classes. Some practice between the tanks here is going to leave the offense down 3 players at a critical time when they need to push.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, taking a look at this, Winghaven is back on top of the card. He does have Earth Shatter, so
they just lost their Zenyatta combo, too. I mean, Morte with the Discord Orbs and being finished off by Outsider. Both Genji and Zenyatta down for offense, and that is really the engine of the pushing power, too. When you're devoting 2 heroes to that kind of flank and power, they're really hurt. They're actually just standing still, waiting for them to come back up.
Yeah, and you look at the time right now, only 3 minutes and 12 seconds left, so this is not at all ideal for Flat Earth. They need to get through this right now if they want to have a chance of getting to the last point.
Right, and every single ultimate had been up for the defense, and now every ultimate coming down from both sides. The defensive Transcendence was absolutely beautiful. Saved everyone, kept everyone within his healing circle.
And that was just such a team effort coming up from United. I mean, realistically, pretty much everyone on their team got in on the action, and Lucio going... Do you see what they did there?
No.
They specifically waited to kill the Lucio. They could have killed him earlier. They waited a little bit longer to stagger his death, just a little bit of extra time.
That's super smart. You see that happen often in competitive TF2, where if a medic is caught out, people will not even bother with him because they know wasting time on the medic's life is really valuable. Same principle applies here. Really smart play.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a thing. They just waited. And now they have to wait a little bit longer for Lucio to come back.
Yeah, and the time is ticking. Outsider now off of 76 on a Winston. I really like the engaged presence here. They've got both of their damage classes up top. They took a really advantageous position up here. Lynx and Artie are trying to spam down from above.
Yeah, there will be a sound barrier going down in short order here from Kua. I gotta imagine, but maybe not. Too many people have gotten taken out. He might just save it at this point.
Yeah, that was the best push they had. Unfortunately, they weren't able to clean up the actual bodies on the cart, which caused Lynx and Artier to have to come back to deal with it, giving up the upper ground
Lynx
that they
did so much in the back. For something that was looking bad for Flat Earth to begin with, he just got in the back and did work. And he still has Dragon Blade as well.
Yeah, it was a really smart move. Outsider switching to this Winston and getting the high ground for his team and letting his damage classes go to work. Damage classes still going to work as Artier kills Winghaven quickly, follows it up with another work because Link's cleaning up too. My goodness.
All right, so looking at the amount of pushes that are left here, really there's about 1, maybe 2 pushes left for Flat Earth. They still have the ability to beat this time, but they have to move.
Yeah, Link's in with the Harmony Orb on him, is kind of scouting out the positions. They do have a lot of powerful ultimates up. That Winston ultimate, not the most powerful, is going to scatter them around, though, but High Noon could be used to great effect, and Sound Barrier, of course, keeping everyone alive.
Yep, again, only 1 minute left here, so they have a bunch of ults. Actually, so the Kawa using his ult here, they're pretty much all in on this push because if they fail here, they're not going to have ults up for the next push.
Yeah, the defensive ultimates come down too in really good tandem. Transcendence maybe pops a little bit early. Winghaven redeeming himself with a really nice Earth Shatter.
Link's able to take out Volta. That's a really big pick. Multiple people are down for the Reunited side. There's 41 seconds left. This is plenty of time. If they can cap here, they would be Reunited side.
D.Va's going to try to come out and stall us, but it's way too late.
And there you have it. Flat Earth going up, striking first blood, going up 1-0 over Reunited on Dorado.
Yeah, Flat Earth takes Dorado. You know, that's really surprising to me because I thought that Reunited played really well in their offensive push, and their defense looked really good for the first part, but once that momentum started, it really switched up when Outsider came up off of 76 and went onto that Winston. He provided them with the high ground to really let the damage dealers on his team shine. After that point, Artier and Lynx just dominated the kill feed, and from that, they were just able to push the point all the way to left.